Hello guys, welcome to today's video, which is our Amazon toddler favourites. So I realised the other day that it's been about a year since I last shared our Amazon finds that are helping us through like the toddler stage. So I thought I'd share an updated version. For reference, the toddler in question is turning 3 this month. Okay, first thing I've got on the list, and if you've watched any of our recent videos, you would have seen it, and that is Tiny Baby. The Tiny Baby she's a Molly dolly. She came from Amazon. She's like one of those tiny things, but this comes everywhere with us, and I mean literally everywhere. And they're not expensive. I think they're only about £12, maybe £15, but that is like our top must-have at the moment. The next few things on the list, there's a random car there. The next few things on the list are related to potty training. So Babybel potty trained earlier in the year, maybe like 7 or 8 months ago, and it was actually quite an easy process. I'll link the videos down below relating to that, and I'll link all these products as well so you can find them. But there's been a couple of things that we found essential, especially for like leaving the house. The first one is the My Carry potty. This is just like the scariest design ever, but this is just basically a potty with a handle. It's great for drink. It seals shut, so if there isn't anywhere for you to dispose of what's in there while you're out and about. She's coming to remove a notification. This is going to be chaos as usual. If there isn't anywhere for you to dispose of what's in there, then it seals shut, so that's that. We also use it at home. Like, this is her, she's got 2 potties. This was her favourite one. She doesn't use the potty anymore. She's moved on to the toilet. That would definitely, okay. I'd definitely recommend one of those for out and about, or if your toddler doesn't want to use a potty, you get like a character one, that tends to help. And then to go with that, we've also got potty spray. So potties are pretty minging really, and this is like sanitizing water, but it's safe for them. It's like it's got nothing in it that harms their skin or anything. It actually says on it safe to swallow, so for some reason they are like licking the potty or whatever, it's safe, but it doesn't harm their skin, and it's like a sanitizing thing to spray on the potty for when you're out and about. There's a tiny baby on there. And also with that, and I haven't had to use this yet, it's only tiny, but it fits clothes in. So this is just a wet bag. So if we were to have an accident out and about, there's that. Because she hasn't had many accidents, but a couple that she's had, there has been a lot of mess, and I don't know how I would get wet clothes home if I didn't have something like this. So although it's only small, this fits like toddler size clothes in. So that's like the stuff for potty training. Next thing I've got, and I've talked about these quite a few times, and really these are probably going to be going on for a long time, is giant chalks and the glitter chalks that we've got as well, that we use outside in the garden, and they get used all the time. Even though it's October now, she was still using them yesterday because it was quite a nice day. I think as long as the weather's dry, they'll get used outside. I'm sure you probably could use them inside if you were, into cleaning up that sort of mess as well, because they are really easy to clean up. But these I would just recommend to everyone. Like, we went to a party yesterday, and one of the first things she went for was the chalks outside. The next thing I've got, and we've run out of these. I haven't got any of them here now because they get used so much, are bath crayons. Bath crayons, you use them in the bath and then they just wipe off. And to start with, I was a little bit concerned that they wouldn't wipe off, because you hear a lot of stuff that's like, yeah, this is wipeable, and then it isn't as easy as that. But these just wipe off. Like, she wipes them off herself after she's finished drawing in the bath, and they're one of those things that if you want to keep your child in the bath for longer, or they don't want to get in because they don't like it, they keep them occupied, and then there's no mess to clear up because they just come off so easy. And on the theme of mess and not having to clear up stuff are these non-spill paint pots. Now again, I wasn't sure how well these are going to work, but these are fantastic. Like, we do a lot of like non-messy painting, so she's got a book where you use water to get the colour to come out, the little paints on the book. And even if she drops the cup or knocks the cup over with water in it, it doesn't spill. They are absolutely fantastic. I cannot recommend these enough. I can set her up with the mess-free paint, knowing that the water is not going to get chucked everywhere. So again, like, top recommendation. Next on the list is water shoes. Now, if you've been following us or you've watched videos before, you'll know that Babybel's always worn water shoes because they're like so versatile. They're flexible and they're soft, and they're not like constricted, so they're not squishing her toes in or anything, because she had quite wide feet when she was younger. But we're still using them now as she gets older because they're great for her running, like when she's running around. They're easily washable. If there's puddles about, which we're in the UK, there's quite often a lot of puddles. Doesn't matter if they get wet because they're easy to dry out. And they're pretty cheap. And I think now we're on maybe like the 5th pair that she's had since she started walking. And we quite often get when we're out, people are like, oh, they're a really good idea. Where did you get them from? Like, they're literally like £12 off of Amazon. And they last for ages as well, because they're so easily washable. As soon as they get a bit muddy, they can just be washed. They are ideal for toddlers. The next thing I've got is this little, it's a bag, but it's one of those like pop-it fidget things. So it's brightly coloured, it's a pop-it fidget thing so that you can play with it, and it's a little bag as well, so this is good. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that one in a minute. It's because it's soft, we let her use this when we do like long journeys in the car, because obviously it's not going to become like a projectile if we're in an accident or whatever. So it's something to keep her occupied, and then she can also like carry all her stuff around, whatever it is that almost 3-year-olds need to carry around. It's completely random, but the next thing we've got is this like fidget bag thing. So it's got all these little like straps and clips and zips and stuff in it for toddlers to fiddle about with and practice doing that sort of thing. But it's also got on it the alphabet and numbers, and for somebody that is obsessed with the alphabet and numbers, it's absolutely fantastic. This is another thing that we take on long journeys because again, it's soft, so it's safe and it keeps her occupied. And this, she'll just happily sit there and do like alphabet games and stuff with it, and learning a little bit of basic maths as well. The next thing on the list, and it's quite far down the list, which I'm surprised that it took me so long to get to that one, but it's our toddler tower / table. Again, talked about this loads. We've had this, I'm pretty sure that we got this in January 21, so we've had this for nearly 2 years now, and it still gets used every single day. It gets used almost every day as a tower, and it gets used every day as a table as well. So we quite often have lunch in here, so she sits at it to eat. She does like crafts on it, and then in the kitchen she uses it to like help with cooking prep and like washing her hands and stuff, and demonstrating there what that's used for. But yeah, the toddler tower, I would recommend a toddler tower to absolutely anybody with a toddler. It makes life so much easier. I've done a video about it, I'll link that below as well. It just gets them out from under your feet while you're trying to cook. That's like the most important thing, gets them involved. The next thing I've got, and you've probably seen this one before as well if you have followed us, because we've been using this for a while. Talk about this quite a lot on Instagram because it's one of the things that I can set up and leave her to get on with, and it's a bubble machine. A bubble machine I think is like one of the best inventions ever, because obviously toddlers love bubbles. It does get a little bit boring, I guess, just sitting there doing traditional blowing bubbles, but if you've got a bubble machine, ideal. Set it up in the garden and just let her run around while I'm like in the kitchen or sorting the washing out or whatever. It's fantastic. And the last thing I've got on the list for today, and I'm sure there are like hundreds of other things as well, but these were like the things that I've put together. I think it's like 12 or 13 of them just to make the video not too long. That is a tangle teaser. So I've been using a tangle teaser for probably, I don't know, maybe 12 years because I've got quite fine hair. Obviously this one has got quite fine hair, it's getting long, it gets knotty. The tangle teaser is amazing for just getting the knots out without too much pain, and it's got quite a cute design on it as well. It's here somewhere. There it is. Oh, there it's gone.
Leave it upstairs.
Oh, did we leave it upstairs? I thought we brought it down. But yeah, guys, that is everything on the list for the moment. Let me know if you found like any Amazon must-have for toddlers, because we're all, as I say, like pretty much at the end of every video, always on the lookout for stuff that makes the toddler journey that much easier. As usual, really hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, don't forget to leave us a like and a comment and hit that subscribe button. Makes us really happy. Lets YouTube know the videos are shared to other people. We'll see you next time. Bye.